Thank you, Evan, and welcome to all of you attending virtually. It's so good to see you, and yet I hope we can stop meeting like this. I hope you and yours are healthy, safe, surviving, coping, or maybe even thriving. There's no sense denying that in lots of ways it's been tough. But what I see is that our community is strong, you're creative and resilient. For EA, our clients and partners have been amazing. I can't thank you enough for your business, your partnership during this year. In 19 months, lots has changed, but our mission is still the same, to make Canadians' lives better and our clients more successful through the use of transformative data and analytics. How do we do that? With top quality, relevant data, purpose-built platforms and services, and expert staff. We used to say we love data, so you don't have to. But you do love data, and you've shown us that. And today, some will share your stories and your successes with over 1,000 analytics practitioners across all industries. Data-driven decision-making and good analytics are making a difference to Canada's recovery, both social and economic recovery. Nothing I can cover this AM illustrates this point better than what you will see in the presentations today. To our client presenters, thank you for your great work and for sharing it with our user community. What I do want to do is take a few minutes to tell you what we've been up to at EA this year and how we're doing. First, we've experienced our largest business growth in over 10 years in 2021. Why? I think a couple of reasons. What I just mentioned, really, organizations are investing in data and analytics. We want facts, we want truth, and not just studies and reports to put on the shelf, but facts that we can act against. In 2021, we've invested in new partnerships with agencies, publishers, and platforms that make it possible and even easy to act, to make a difference, to better reach, acquire, engage, and retain customers. We talk a lot about using the same data to power your work from insights to activation. This year's been a turning point. This has become a reality. You can define custom audiences across many channels. You can use all the great data that EA produces, and you can reach those audiences precisely through the many partners who've connected to our marketing ecosystem. This goal, this dream, for some a long-time vision, has become a reality. We still have a ways to go. Next year, I want to expand from insights to activation, completely to attribution and measurement or ROI. But more about that later. For now, I just want to say that I'm so excited about what we've accomplished together in 2021. The other thing we've really focused on is creating new data products for you, filling critical gaps, using new data sources, strengthening our core products, and making data more usable with hundreds of workflows and reports that answer key questions. We've bolstered our ability to help you use these products through consultants, through account managers, product teams, training programs, and our client success team, all delivered with an industry or an application focus, or maybe both. We've added 30 members to the team throughout the year, and as you'll hear later, we're now hiring dozens more, mostly data scientists and programmers, to drive further product expansion. Let me take you through a quick review of our data products. I don't expect to see these details on this eye chart, but I want to point out a few things. In 2021, we released or updated 66 data products. 12 are what we would call new. 5 more are still to come and be released before the end of the year. New sources, new kinds of data, new methods, and new needs are the drivers of this growth. For many new products or enhancements, we're now producing weekly or monthly updates, sometimes based on data that we pull down daily, enabling us to show trends and ensure access to more data that's current and that's released faster. And we're tying all of the new insights into our foundational demographics, segmentation systems, behavior, and location databases. Let me take you quickly through the highlights. In the spring, we released our demographics update. Right now, the latest data available from the census is for 2016, but in April, we released demo stats for 2021 with 3, 5, and 10-year projections, including hundreds of key variables modeled to the postal code. These data are derived from demographic, econometric, and geographic models using over 75 input files. Demostats is used by hundreds of organizations in Canada, and it's released along with daytime population estimates and acculturates to round out the demographic suite. At the same time, we do the annual update of our flagship product, Prism, categorizing Canada's postal codes into 67 unique categories using data from hundreds of sources and advanced statistical methods. Prism's the foundation for custom segmentation, the development of personas, media planning, and market analysis. Prism is the translator between disparate media measurement databases. It links customer, donor, or citizen databases to areas and populations of interest and is available for audience targeting across online and offline marketing and advertising platforms. The intuitive names and icons are the foundation of marketing and location analysis for so many of you, and you will see Prism in action throughout the day. Also included in our spring release is the update of social values, indicators of the mindset or psychographics of Canadians. In this era of being able to get the right message to the right customer using the right medium, the importance of tailoring the offer and the creative to the motivators of your audience members can't be overstated. The pioneering work that Environics Analytics and Environics Research did in 2004 to embed their social values into Prism has been enhanced over the years and is foundational to getting it right. Advertisers and agencies benefit from the annual updates of social values, especially in these changing times. Canada has a large number of mission-critical and reliable market research studies from government and from the private sector. And EA is privileged to partner with key providers like Vividata, Numeris RTS, Asking Canadians, Experian, Ipsos, Kestle, Nielsen, and BE Works to create our Optics series databases. The product and media optics databases are also released in April. Updates to our location and geographic databases, businesses, shopping centers, grocery stores, financial institutions, and other points of interest are all in this release, along with postal boundaries and street files and the like. And finally in this release, community health, derived from the government survey, modeled by EA to the neighborhood level. These measures of disease prevalence and other health indicators are always important, but even more so during COVID. In July, we released our second major update, featuring household spend and Wealthscapes, cornerstones of our financial series. Wealthscapes is the neighborhood-level asset and liability statement for households, built from sophisticated models and controlled to the national accounts and annual statements from all major FIs. This product, while widely adopted across the finance industry, is also essential to fundraisers and many others. And household spend, neighborhood-level estimates of the actual dollars spent by category, are used by retailers large and small. Counts and profiles of new and used vehicle registrations at the neighborhood level were updated, adding Experian data to our systems, and all linked to Prism. And we can't forget cannabis insights. With the proliferation of stores and the changing landscape from regulations and producers, the current demand-side data are essential. Our last core release is in October and included some companion products to Wealthscapes, Wealth Care, Wealth Transfer, and Wealth Trends, all serving the objective of helping adapt products and services in these changing times for the financial institutions. Along with this were timely updates for green living, community life, and giving back, crucial variables as companies develop their ESG strategies. We added some new products during COVID as well. Social, frailty, and financial vulnerability indices, along with a collaborative effort with Kestle, Delvinia, and BE Works, resulting in vaccine insights to shed light on both uptake and attitudes relating to vaccines. Most importantly, a lot of our work this year revolved around harnessing big data, a different kind of data, requiring new methods for accessing, modeling, and delivering. Continuing our work on Visitor View and Mobilescapes product lines, but making them even better. Visitor View captures the origin and destination of visitors to Canadian tourism destinations, linked through Prism and demographics to help target messages. And while tourism was a hard-hit industry, our data feed weekly tracking dashboards that are used by all levels of tourism providers and are now helping plan the best campaigns for recovery. Our Wealthscapes 2.0 release was a significantly enhanced product, using more sources, weighting and normalizing the breadcrumbs that are based on 100% privacy compliant, i.e. anonymous and aggregate GPS data. And it involved redesigned reports to show trends weekly and monthly, and of course, linked to Prism, demo stats, and our behavior data. I'm sure you saw our out and about measures that were widely used in the press, as well as by customers, to monitor staying or leaving home during lockdowns for local geographic areas and by Prism segment. We continued the work we started last year in creating complete lists of locations and points of interest, and we built accurate geofences, polygons, that are now embedded in Envision or through the Wealthscapes API, so you can capture a count of traffic inside these areas in near real time. I'm so excited to let you know that we have completed over 100,000 geofences, and the quality is second to none. In August, we released our first monthly version of Wealthscapes, derived from telecom, internet, and mobile network data, provided to EA in aggregate and anonymous formats, i.e. privacy compliant. These data were used to develop and train complex models and algorithms, which now enable monthly release of weekly visits to websites and apps by Canadians. This is a game changer, as you guessed it, linked to our other data, so that you can literally define a custom audience, select sites using Wealthscapes, deliver a campaign, and monitor response by your audience in the weeks to follow the campaigns. And to make it easy to access all the data and the reports, they're available in Envision. It was a busy year, but we're not done yet. Between now and the end of the year, we'll release some additional products. Footfall, a dashboard showing trends over time of visits to locations like restaurants and parks, combining our mobile movement data and our geofences into easy-to-access summaries at the market or category level. Workplace Now. In what areas are workers back in offices? What are the levels of employment and populations in the offices compared to pre-pandemic? International visitors. Adding to the Visitor View product that covers travelers from Canada and the US, this new product will capture visitors to Canadian tourism regions by country or region of origin for origins outside of North America. Metrica, an EA postal code version of key variables from Vividata's new Metrica study. This innovative product fuses a detailed panel view of website visiting, even across multiple devices, to the survey of the Canadian consumer, and will be a great companion to Wealthscapes. And e-vehicles, built with proprietary forecasting models and automotive registration data, and also linked to Prism, e-vehicles will provide insights into the demand and motivators for electric vehicles, important to manufacturers, municipalities, and the energy sector. So getting these releases out the door to hundreds of users is a big task. We're also midway through a major platform rebuild. New architecture, interface changes, walk me's and teach me's that you rely on, APIs and lots of APIs so that we can connect into Envision and we can connect out from Envision to applications and data sources and functionality that you need, all in the interest of adding scalability to our platform. You're going to hear more about some of these plans as our tech leaders participate in a Q&A later today, and much more in the coming months as we work on some amazing platform enhancements. But to see what we've done so far, and particularly to see the rebuild of our core mapping technology, please sign into the Solutions Center and get a demo today or contact your team to schedule one soon, because I know you'll be glad you did. The last thing I want to mention is that we've continued our commitment to justice and equality in the workplace and in the data community. Our social justice circle, formed mid-last year, has become our Jedi Circle, borrowing with permission and thanks the great acronym from our friends at Cadillac Fairview. The Jedi Circle, justice, equity, diversity, and inclusion. The Jedi Circle provides education, promotes dialogue, advises on policy, and leads our community involvement. Our methodologists are working with our clients and across the data and analytics community, with governments and universities and colleges, to promote two basic concepts. You can't change what you don't measure. We need better data as a society to support our Jedi goals. And nothing about us without us. The populations that we need to understand and serve better must be a part of determining how data are to be collected about them and how these data can and should be used. It's complicated, but it's time to get it done. So I'm asking all of those in the data community to join us in these efforts. And don't miss our keynote this afternoon. Our guests will provide you with some challenge and inspiration on this topic. I'm sorry we can't end the day with our usual gathering or catch up at the afternoon candy bar, but I do want to connect with you, so reach out to me if you want to discuss anything, what we're doing or what we're not doing. It's easy to reach me. I'm Jan.Kestle at Environics Analytics. And please, enjoy your day.